Don't hold me back, let me go, let me get 'em.
Just a few of us real ones alive, because a lot of dead are rotting in the jail bed. Off some shit a bitch said, keep these hoes out my business, hustle and I get bread. Break me off before she throw me up, I call that rich head. I ain't Debo, but I pull up and they get scared. Ain't no movie, watch what's happening if you go and get bread. Pull up, start spraying, old people praying. Who else wants some? All you gon' hear me saying. Different mood swings, sometimes they call me schizo. Doctors can't explain it, they just name the shit the sick flow. Guess my mama should've known it from the get-go, cause I ain't grow up living life like the winds lows.
Put it back up if the bars is hard. Got a squad that'll pump up and run the yard. One by one, nigga, bar for bar. Shut them down, we can find out the man in charge. Put it back up if the bars is hard. Got a squad that'll pump up and run the yard. One by one, nigga, bar for bar. Shut them down, we can find out the man in charge.
Making stops, no breeze card. Bitch, you know that we hard. Why they biting like a shark? Get to what like pull apart. Nigga sweeter than a tart. From the start, I had no heart. Tryna lick her like a barber. Got me shooting like a star. I got the gas, I made it far. I make it even, fuck the odds. Got a problem, air your part. Beat, make your head nod. Nasty like eggnog. Go hard, never soft. Bitch, I'm up like a law. Plenty smoke, make it call. I got put on and still go off. On my features like a salt. Send it passes like a dog. Pull the Glock and don't be soft.
Got a squad that'll pump up and run the yard. One by one, nigga, bar for bar. Shut them down, we can find out the man in charge. Put it back up if the bars is hard. Got a squad that'll pump up and run the yard. One by one, nigga, bar for bar. Shut them down, we can find out the man in charge.
You niggas gossiping like Fruit Loops in a world full of Cheerios. I'm Steven Spielberg, make a room full of scary hoes. Legendary flow and get more head than the cap. If you clap, it's like you messed up my meal, I'm sending it back. Have your Escalade hit by a couple grenades. If I pay to make a play, you ain't making it through the day. Life a mill in the field, they keeping the steel in this automatic. Stay in your lane, I got a license to kill. Procrastination have you sitting and waiting. I'd rather be paper chasing than dodging haters, cause I'm racist, outrageous. On vacation with the vaccination. A bad bitch is Jamaican, don't fix them up cause restoration ain't my occupation. I'm disengaging, this is Casey, you can speak to yourself. I'm only in the conversations about increasing my wealth.
I'd rather be in the streets than sitting home thinking about you. Never know if you're thinking of me. So tell me, what am I supposed to do?
No coincidence, I met this chick, we click quick. She got me feeling like it's perfect since I met Lil' Bit. A smile, that's as cute as it get. Caramel complexion like she came inside of a Twix. I love the way your eyes compliment your hips. I practice safe sex, baby, but tonight been a slip. Yeah, it's cool. I separate you from the average one. Not trying to say you're scheming, they dumb, but shadow the one.
I hear what you're saying, but I heard it all before. Not easy to impress, you gotta give a little more. Don't like all that flexing, like to keep it on the low. Say you like my body, well, let's put on the show. Not like them bitches that you chill with. I'm the type that you can build with. So please don't try me on no lame shit. I know the games and I'm not playing.
Yeah, I be out late night with the creeps. Been a little minute, hope you thinking about me. Pop another pill, she never wanna go to sleep. Ain't no love out here, it's only lust in these streets.
Say they be on my line, mad when I don't pick up. No, I'm a 1+9, he be working when I hit the club.
I'm calm, don't know when I'll be home. And I put in that switching, then I be waiting by the phone.
Boy, you trippin', got me all in my feelings. Good riddance, this time I'm changing my digits, yeah. Nah, that's you at the door. I let you when we fuck again tomorrow, ask for more.
Yeah, I be out late night with the creeps. Been a little minute, hope you thinking about me. Pop another pill, she never wanna go to sleep. Ain't Ain't no love out here, it's only lust in these streets.
I'd rather be in the streets than sitting home thinking about ya. Never know if you're thinking of me.
Yeah.
So tell me, what am I supposed to do?
No, she gon' do it if I go. What you mean? Why you act like you don't know shit? Yo, emotion, send me through the motions. But with my focus, I drip like the ocean. To be Pacific, these niggas hate me, I know it. BB diamonds on my wrist, I gotta show it. It's been a minute since I've been out here, you know it. So baby, please stay your ass at home, let me focus. Yeah.
I'd rather be in the streets than sitting home thinking about ya. Never know if you're thinking of me. So tell me, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I be out late night with the creeps. Been a little minute, hope you thinking about me. Pop another pill, she never wanna go to sleep. Ain't no love out here, it's only lust in these streets.
Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. I'ma get him. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. Let me get him. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. I'ma get him. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. Let me get him.
Let me get him, easy call me, I'ma get him. Peace on kill him at the top and past the middle. For the ops, not just a little. We gon' milk him like a nipple. Bitch, we poppin' like a pimple. Think it's simple, think again. Just KMO, it ain't no friend. Another level, we don't blend. We gon' make you understand. Cut off hands, bout them bands, keep it grand. You a fan. Hit the blunt and then I grin. Cause I know it's time to sin. Know the team not playing, headed where you stand.
And Lero chill, you know I got him. Getting rid of basic problems, I'm a solver. By the dollar, ain't no talking, ain't no other option. When you coming from the bottom, needing funds, just keep the stardom. Peach done hit me, yeah, I got him. Chasing at the paper, I done took it full throttle. Non-judgmental, go whichever way the wind blow. And I see the bigger picture, so I'm thinking like a winner. No, I cannot stop, I will not stop. My table needing dinner, yeah. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. I'ma get him. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. Let me get him. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. I'ma get him. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. Let me get him.
Let me get him, fuck with me, you know I keep him. Call my lions, they gon' eat him. Fuck his family, let him miss him. Niggas better pay attention, KMO, we on the mission for that paper. For that hoe, we ain't gon' save her, we gon' slay her. Keep them things that bite like gators, Sweet Peach never been a hater. You can find me in the cater, serving niggas, I'm Decatur. In the kitchen, whipping cake up. Don't let them fuck my day up, I'm a boss, don't take no pay cut. Let a God, when I wake up, please don't let them fuck my day up.
Can't manage the damage. Took off, came back, landed with an advantage. Big body, old school, flow through traffic like magic. Bullshit, you can have it, bust before you can grab it. Made out of steel, but you cut from a soft fabric. Make it tragic, but don't nobody know what happened. Keep coming, overlapping for a second time. You a cub, I'm a lion, barely even trying. Who gon' go? Ooh.
Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. I'ma get him. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. Let me get him. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. I'ma get him. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. Let me get him.
Don't hold me back, let me go. I'ma get him. I ain't fucking with him. If he ain't a winner, I ain't fucking with her. If she ain't cooking dinner, I'm just a real nigga trying to get bigger. Hold up, I've been up on my grind since I was a young nigga, trying to get some funds, nigga. Never was it fun, nigga. Always in the jail, nigga. Always on the run, nigga. I'm in the darkness, I'm waiting for the sun,
You
nigga.
niggas straight trash, matter of fact, nigga, that's pollution. I'm a master, now introducing a solution. You talk tough, but your ass walk clear. I'm a warrior that bathe with my enemy tears. Don't let the Hennessy turn your energy into an injury. Talking slick shit, bitch, it really ain't offending me. Fucking with my paper in my
Mic
family,
check.
I easily give you what you ask for, take you out your memory.
Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. I'ma get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. Let me get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. I'ma get 'em. Don't hold me back, let me go. Don't hold me back, let me go. Let me get 'em.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Whiskey boy taking shots, open up the door.
What up? What's good, everybody? As I gather to my senses here. Yeah, man. I hope everybody's doing well. What I usually do in this part of the stream is I give everybody shout outs and stuff like that. I do want to extend myself for all the new and early people and the people that might just check in and say, and all the people that will show up. I greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in because you can be anywhere, but you chose to be here, and yeah, and it's just great to see it. I saw Mr. Different in the building. God damn, I haven't seen that guy in a while, but then again, you know, the phone works both ways, so I could reach out to him, right? But yeah, it's good to see that you was in the building. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with shout outs here, and let's get it popping. Akai MPC, what is good? Dr. Dribble Beast, what's going on? My String Elements Robot, what's good? Victoria A, what's poppin'? James Crow, what is good? Nova, what is going on? Virus Beast, what's good? David Rapture, what is going on? Bufo, on the beat, what's good? You got the velocity sensitive stuff. The song playing in the background is called Beyonce, and it's by Suave, the producer, and me. Me and Suave produced the track, but that's Suave singing and stuff. It's a pretty dope song. I've been playing it for a while now. I'll crank it up.
Check out my phone swipe. Cut the lights down low, turn on Beyonce. I swear I'm trying to get to know your body in a fun way.
He freestyled that shit too. But yeah, so back to the shout outs. Lord, Oz, the king, what's good? William Oaks, did you get your prison style Kanye West shoes edition? Dan Look, what's good? Remo, oh no, Reso, goddamn, Rimso, what's good? Trevin Smith, what is going on? Lodabar Beach, what's good? All right, so pretty interesting stream. I'm gonna take it a little light. I wanted to actually just check in with a lot of the people that I rock with, you know, and you know, see what's going on. Jay Diggity, what is good? But Jay Diggity, what a hell of a name. Yeah, so killing the music so we can get into the proceedings of the evening, or the proceedings of the afternoon. I'm early gang, and it's only early that I do this because I speak like Yoda. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I'll only do this stream early because I have so much to do in the evening that I've been kind of racing to get stuff done in the morning and not be lazy and just say, hey, you know what? I'm doing so much outside of YouTube, and I don't need this platform anymore. I see a lot of content creators, once they get what they really want, they just abandon YouTube. And I mean, for real, abandon that, but it's not about talking about people today. Not that. We're going to talk about the history of the MPC just a little bit, or from my perspective, and, you know, kind of back it up with some facts. Yeah, so that's pretty much the early meat of the show. Just answering questions into as well. So, Aina Productions, wow, what's good? Quest 1, what's going on? KB 420 PS, what's poppin'? So, damn, morning here. Jeez, boy, you up? you still up, bro? I appreciate that. Don 77, what's going on? But yeah, I'm gonna stay true to YouTube because this without this platform and all my stuttering. Come on, hell no. I wouldn't be shit without you guys. I'm trying to curse less because I know that kind of hurts because I see other people, they be getting sponsorships and stuff like that, but I'm not necessarily worried about a sponsorship. I love doing stuff with companies, but I love kicking it with you guys, and that's why I do these streams. It's a wholehearted streams, and trust me, they are hitting me up constantly. Yeah, so MPC stuff. So I was going to talk about the history of the MPC, my favorite MPC. I'm going to ask the chat a question here, and my question is this. If you do own an MPC or drum sampler, what is your favorite drum sampler, MPC or DAW? Matter of fact, I'm going to throw the DAW into the mix because we're going to have a nice little discussion because there are a little bit of myths that certain people are living by, and, you know, I love what they do. But also, it kind of bothers me that they kind of spread this misinformation on their channel because a lot of people actually believe it, and it's not true. So we're going to look at stats and data and statistics. Okay. I see MPCX. I almost bought an MPC 1000. Well, good thing you didn't. I'm just saying. If you're gonna buy an MPC 1000, you might as well just buy an MPC 1. And we're gonna really get into that because I want to make an example. I want to use somebody that I really love as an example. And I'm inspired by the stream by none only by this guy right here, and which is Ricky Tinez. And Ricky Tinez, I'm a huge fan of his channel, and I love his content. And I highly recommend that you check out his latest video, which is on the MPC 3000 versus the PO33 KO. Now I have the Pocket Operator 33, but I never really opened it, really used it. I think it's the least used one by me. I mean, all of them are, but I've used like the Pocket Operator Speech or whatever the one number is and stuff like that. Trust me. But yeah, this video is somebody said B thing in the chat, Jeffrey Conway. You need to stop it. You got an XL and a 1. That's dope. A virus says that Mark III, so I'm assuming that he's talking about the APK. Well, if you can get an MPC 1000 for $200 and it works, then shit, I applaud you, my brother. That's for sure. Or I applaud you. The Classic 2000 Live Push in Ableton. All right. I see that Conundrums has an ASR 10 in the MPC 4000. You lucky mofo. Victoria Ace is just rocking budget setup with an MPK Mini and MPC Beast while I learn this hobby. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's marvelous of how technology has advanced over the past time here. But yeah, so back to it. Ricky Tinez really, first of all, he is a synth snob, and I like it. That's the appeal of his channel. He's a synth and hardware purist, I guess. He works for Novation, and you know, with his experience, that's why I'm hoping and I'm praying, because man, time is flying. And I just thought about it. I made a video about the Novation. I can't remember, Novation Circuit Tracks, something like that. It might be the sampler version of the Novation Circuit. But yeah, and I'm just hoping that Novation just nails that on the head. There are things that I see that could use some improvement. That's why I made my video, to critique it early so they could see it. And I know how a lot of these companies operate. They do watch a lot of people's commentary videos like they would if somebody did a whole entire review. If you got great opinions and stuff like that, you know, they could take it within R&D, within research and development, and make a better product before it hits the market. Or even after it hits the market, they get some good, you know, feedback from the person that is a reviewer or an alpha beta tester. These products, they end up being very great. One example of that is definitely the Polyend Tracker. The Polyend Tracker on pre-release was actually pretty good, but now it is phenomenal. Another prime example of something that has got so much better, obviously, is the modern day MPCs. Holy crap, did everybody reckon to Akai, including myself, and now we're at a tipping point to where it's like a few things they could do, and if they deliver, then holy crap. I don't know. But yeah, MP3. Oh my gosh, what is up with me? No, that's the wrong one.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
All right, so MPC 3000 video was very good. I thought it was a phenomenal video. He even had some parts that I thought was just incredible, especially when he was sampling into the pocket operators. This part right here. And then we're going to talk about why I like it.
That kick is so dirty. But here's this track, then.
Really dope beat too.
Honestly, I in this specific moment, I prefer the 3K. Just because it's so much cleaner.
Now, that's the part where I was like, what? Like, so much cleaner than what? I thought it was funny. The beat was dope. Again, I like Ricky Tinez. I really do like his channel. He was talking about the beat is dope, the beat is cleaner. I mean, there's something that a lot of people misconstrue about the MPC 3000. Now, obviously, historically, everybody prefers the 3000 because it's the one that Dilla had, the one that Dr. Dre had during a specific time period, and a lot of people in hip hop had this one, and so forth. And thus the reason why it's very, very popular. But a lot of people say, it has that dirty sound and all this other stuff, and I'm like, bro, what dirty sound? And it actually, when I had, we had a Discord. I don't have my own Discord now, but I'm working on it, guys, so where we can all talk it up and talk shit and all that. But we was arguing about it on the Discord, and I'm like, bro, do you not realize that the MPC, I almost said MP3, MPC 3000, it had an DAC of 44.1 kilohertz, so pretty much substandard audio. Just standard audio, honestly, just standard audio CD quality at that time. That's why it was so good, because it was clean. It was very clean, not because it was dirty. And they say, oh, your drums hit harder. Some things, some tropes does apply to, like, if in certain case with like making beats on the MPC of this generation and before. Versus a DAW, and I can confirm that because obviously I use both, right? I just want to see, Av, you need some food, man. You're slipping away. What? What? Are you kidding me? My ass is 240 pounds. I'm not slipping away. If anything, I need to lose weight. I need to be back to what I was in high school. I'm 6'6", 240. It's not as uncomfortable, but man, I much rather be a little bit. I'd rather be 190, 180. Michael Jordan was, I think, 189 pounds or something like that at 6'6" or so. That's a healthy weight for a man of my height. Yeah, DJ Quick definitely used the 3000. We need Roland to get their act together. We'll speak on that another day. We might. But yeah, people have their reserves about the 3000, and historically speaking, I mean, it was the last machine made by Roger Lynn, which came up with pretty much the concept of the MPC altogether, and different things that he did in conjunction with Akai Professional. And that can't be denied because the next MPC after that was the 2000. And that was the non-Roger Lynn. I believe somebody said that the first Newmark MPC was the 2500. No, it was the 2000. Yeah, so get it right, get it tight. But I don't expect everybody to get all their facts straight. But so yeah, there are things that we're going to talk about. So what is the first and the one and only dirty MPC? Well, let's talk about it. It's the Akai MPC 60, the original one right here. I know when I look at certain dates and stuff like that, some people say 1986, some people say 1988. We all know typically, especially back in the day, that some things are issued pre-release or you have prototypes And there's just rumors that in 1986 that the MPC was around. But either way, we'll go with 1988. And historically, we know how hip hop was in 88. You know, it started taking a huge step above where it was supposed to be because of this machine itself, the 60. Now, when I say why is this the first dirty and one and only dirty MPC, well, let's look at this. Now, I've done a video in the past, and let's go ahead and I'm going to get to that while we're talking about MPC history here, your channel, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, hip-hop history. We're going to go right here. I'm going to type up MPC Beats. MPC Beats Lo-Fi, which that video has been copied a lot, but that's cool. This video right here, I actually talk about, you know, lo-fi hip-hop tips. Not very, I mean, 8.6K, pretty decent. I would say that some people have seen it, but not everybody's seen it. But I talked about just calibrating the, I was thinking about, I have my phone right here so that I won't miss anybody because somebody's coming into town and I got to go over to the studio. But yeah, so in this MPC Beats video, I'll show you how to use a specific plugin by Akai and I can't think of the damn name, Air Technology, which I do apologize, guys. I'm old, but yeah, we'll talk about calibrating to make that your current generation MPC and your current your MPC Beats software, which does have a specific sound to it, sound like a 60, but yeah, so we're talking about 16 voices here, limited voices, 12-bit, 40 kilohertz stereo. That in itself, well, it was phenomenal for the time period, but still, 12-bit, you can notice a huge difference between 12-bit and 16-bit, given that you understand how analog to digital, digital to analog converters work, and the DAC, the digital analog converter, which is not talked about enough, but people don't understand. That's kind of the separation between you making beats in your DAW, which does have a digital to audio converter, obviously, because then you wouldn't be able to, if it didn't, or some type of transcode, then it would not. Thank you for this. Thank you for the sub. If it didn't have that, well, guess what? You wouldn't be able to hear the audio. Oh boy. Thank you for the sub. So, you know, just explaining that in that case, then you kind of get where I'm coming from when it comes down to the MPC 60. Thank you for the sub. All right, so I'm going to let them roll past, but yeah, I just want to acknowledge people that's subbing. But yeah, so when people say that and then they start talking about like, oh yeah, this and that, and the MPC 3000 hits different, and it's the most hitting different machine, and its colors, sound, and all this other stuff, I just want them to know that you need to have a firm understanding of how the MPC 3000 works, because what made this a marvel in technology is this right here. So we're looking at the sampler's bit rate, its sample rate, and it is audio digital to digital, analog to digital, digital to analog converters, which are 16-bit, 44.1 kilohertz, which is quote unquote CD quality. So obviously this does not have a quote unquote sound, theoretically. Outside of different characteristics, like what people kind of misconstrue about the MPCs altogether, is that when you go into the options, you can set the volume. You can set the volume of MPCs to be either 0 dB plus 6, I believe. Don't misquote me on that, but you can check yourself in your current generation MPCs, and negative 24 dB, just so that it does not clip. And those are the, but some people, what they get is that when they get their MPC, they just rock out on it, right? They rock out on it, and then they just think, oh man, well this thing sounds so much bigger than every other machine that's out, or every other analog, or any other DAW, but they miss that option inside of there, in which you will just think it's just loud and big and all this other stuff. And it's kind of problematic with people kind of spreading this whole misinformation about the MPC 3000 having a sound. It does not have a freaking sound. Other than the fact that, yes, your drums will hit harder. And for most people, they don't know, hey, velocity. Velocity has and the velocity inside of the MPCs altogether it functions differently because you have pad curves, you can adjust pad curves and stuff like that. And different MPCs obviously have less options than the current generations. And then you don't know the difference between logarithmic, linear, and exponential and stuff like that. And you're just like, oh, well, yeah, it just has a sound. No, it does not. It does not have a freaking sound. Historically, the people that touch the MPC 3000s is a part of the lore of these machines, of the MPC 3000. And the fact that, you know, Roger Lynn, this is the last one that he made. And so it was a definitive version versus the MPC 60 and the MPC 60 Mark II, which right the wrong of the MPC 60 among release. The other big thing about the MPC 3000, though, it just dramatically improved the way things were laid out. Also, for those who don't understand about the modern day MPCs, if you look at the data wheel, versus the data wheel on, I believe, the 5000 MPC, which we're going to get there. The new modern MPCs actually share something very in common with the data wheel being smaller. And I heard a lot of people, they're not a fan of it because if you look at the 2500 MPC 2500, has a big data wheel. And I love the big data wheel on the 2500, but yeah, you know, that's a kind of a throwback nod to that. And of course, it's clicky buttons. A lot of people that are fans of the older MPCs, they love the clicky buttons, and that's why a lot of people don't like the Live and the Live 2 because the buttons are mushy per se. They're not mushy to the point to where they're inactionable. Because I do feel that the buttons being that way and not clicky will last longer, and that's definitely the case because. But you can always have the MPC 1. That's why a lot of people are very into. That's why you can't really buy the MPC 1 because everybody likes the clicky buttons. But yeah, here we go with DJ Pop on that bullshit. Crypto delivery. I'm checking the chat right now as we go into this discussion. I don't want to drag it on. Yeah, but yeah, that's the biggest complaint I hear about the Live 2. But the Live 2 is my favorite one off just rip. I've experienced the 3000. I will say this about the 3000. The one thing that is a con, obviously, is that you can't see the waveforms, but it's not necessarily a con. One thing, if you're familiar with the SP404's workflow, and you don't get to see waveforms and stuff like that, but that doesn't make it less of a sampler. It actually makes it a sample experience cooler, not easier, not better, but challenging. I think that's the best word, but not impossible. So that's why a lot of people like look at Jay Dilla and Dr. Dre as monsters because they didn't have any waveform, but you know, it had the best starting end points in the game. There wasn't nothing else. Well, to this very day, I feel like the MPC is the best drum sampler that you can get, especially now. But back then, that was definitely the case. The design, very flawless. I love this design. It's massively big, but one thing I really wish that Akai would kind of return to is definitely this tilt screen. And I think that's the biggest thing that everybody complains about as far as the Lives, the MPC 1, but not the X, obviously, because it has the tilt screen on there. But yeah, that tilt screen has to return. But I will say this, you know, it's kind of hard to manufacture something with a tilt screen like this and keep costs at a certain competitive price point. And that's probably the main reason why Akai has not done that on their bigger machines. It's like, hey, man, you spend more money and then you get a tilt screen. Something I can't I can't face, but hey, it is what it. Ooh, look at all this. Look at all this sexiness right here. The 2000. Definitely, that was my first MPC right here. The 2000 is my first MPC that I've owned. Very good, but you know, just nothing characteristic-wise where I really want to talk about. There's a lot wrong with it, a whole lot wrong with it. That's why the 2000 XL came out not too long after that. So you got the 2000, 1997, 1999, the 2000 XL. So you know, for that time period, that is pretty fast. Now it's like, whoa, it took them two years to drop another MPC. Oh crap! But yeah, in that time it was, you know, and this one allows you to downsample and stuff like that. That was one of the bigger things about this, is that you can downsample, you can change sampling bit rate. Same thing with the 2000 XL. Whoopsies, I forgot. I'm sitting here looking at the chat. Somebody was talking about the S2400. I saw them. Man, I need to do a video on the chip shortage and how it's affecting hardware, because hardware is not coming out as fast as it should or could. But, you know, I mean, you can just look at Apple. Apple has been trying to announce their iMacs and all that stuff, and they just finally said, fuck it, we're going to announce it and see if we can get money beforehand, which they obviously will because they're Apple. And yeah. Let's see here. I'm just looking at the chat because I know people are going to ask. No waveforms on the 3000, so you really had to use your ears. Yeah, I mean, but you didn't really need, because the functionality of sample chopping on there was so ahead of its time, where you can just move the start and end points, and not like the damn Roland MV1. Oh my God! Please, Roland, fix that shit. Fix that shit. But yeah, if they had start and end points that really worked, obviously that's, again, you know. Oh my God, if the sampling was on that and Roland MV1 was decent, my God, I would use that machine more. Oh, that's tragic. But everything else on there is pretty damn good. But yeah, you can see all the people that's famous from using that and stuff like that. That's cool. But yeah. Okay, so where was I? Oh, I had found, where am I at? Oh, I was looking at the MPC 2000 XL you use. I'm thinking about getting another one. MPC history. I think that would be cool. We're going to go and look at MPC history here. Boom. And we're going to get it popping because I want to go into images here. I started off the stream wrong. I should have talked more about this man right here. I mean, obviously, Roger Lynn is a godsend, and he's a very humble person. A genius, and I really hope in the near future, I would love, what I would like for Akai to do, and this is just something, just me just saying it. I would like for Akai to work with Roger Lynn one more time. And here's the thing. I know it's going to bother people. We have the modern MPCs. We do. We have the modern MPCs. Okay? Akai has tried to do this before, like down, you know, kind of going back to retro bits and having like the, what was it, the I can't think of it's the XR20. The Akai XR20, it was like an MPC, but it was very stripped down. It was a sampler. Then they had the 500, of course, which was very stripped down. But I would like for them to kind of do like not a reissue, but definitely something like a 3000, where you just don't get the waveforms, just plain tilt screen. Could be small. You know, just water it down to what it was with the 3000, which seems like a death wish. You know, keep your modern MPC line good and going, because I love my MPC Live 2 and I love my MPC 1 out, and the X is really dope too. There are some things that the X does very well and makes it a still where it's not as redundant with the other ones that are out. But I would love, and they kind of did that with the Renaissance, but obviously the Renaissance needs a laptop, and you need the MPC software, MPCB software to run it. I would love for tilt screen, the original OS style. Love it. You know, I guess, you know, you can plug it up to the computer and do, you know, still have it compatible with the MPC software, and, you know, just have it kind of shaped like the 3000. I don't know what it would be called, but that would be great. But it's standalone, just simple functionality like the 3000, except more sampling time, you know? Like a vintage piece. A lot of people probably buy that. I know that. The XR20. Oh, the XR20. I think I said it wrong. Akai should definitely do a 3000 reissue. If Akai did a 3000 reissue with Roger Lynn, a limited time. Oh my God! And they had a limited time only 3000, and it was going for like maybe like $1,000. You know how many people would buy that shit? Oh my God! You know how many people would buy that shit? I for sure. I would be pissed if I didn't get one first. And I'm willing to pay for it if they did a reissue of the 3000. But with improved sampling, no waveform, just keep it true to itself, but I just want a little bit more sampling time. Or, I guess it could be a challenge, but I would like to see it where you'll be able to use like samples on an SD card slot or something like that. That would be cool. I guess like if they did a reissue, because they have how there's the CF card reader, and it has the SD card reader, and it has the floppy drive on it, like on how everybody's flipping the MPC 2000 XLs on Reverb and on eBay. I would like to see that, like a multi-formatted card reader. That'd be sick on the 3000. Just like small things, Don't try to improve everything. Just get everything, because what people don't understand about the new MPC series is that, and why people like the 3000, the clock was slightly off. The sync clock was slightly off. So when you use the quantize on the 3000, it was not perfect. Even if you followed the quantize, if you follow the metronome, and they actually brought that. You can do that on the MPC Live X01 now. It's like that now, but you can also adjust the clock again. You can shift the timing and so forth if you want to lock it into time correction a certain way. You can do that now. A lot of people don't know that. I've talked about it in a video, but it was like briefly, and people just kind of over the head. And some OGs had came through, and it was like, yeah, But really dope. Let me see. I'm just looking at chat. My kids are going hungry if they do that. Jonathan Soko. Maybe the 3000 in a new colorway. Don't do that, Tay Lee. Oh my God. You know how many people would fucking buy that shit? Me. I would buy the hell out of it. 1200, 1400, same size as the OG, just modern storage in USB. Yeah, I agree. I will pay 1400 for a modern, for a reissue of the 3000 in different colors, in a different colorway. Sit down. Sit your monkey ass down, or dog ass down. But I would love to see it. Come on, man, make it move. But yeah, I would love to see that. That was, oh my God. You have to be an absolute fool not to buy that reissue. Hopefully there's a lot of fools that will, because if as soon as they announce it and say pre-order, it's gone. When they announced the MPC 1 on pre-order, you know how many people sat there and was goofy as hell to wait for the MPC 1 to come out? But my ass was like, hell no. I bought it as soon as they announced the shit, like the pre-NAMM show. Watched every video at NAMM of the MPC 1, even the ones where they didn't even touch the MPC, which is far and few between. I guess that's the way you say it. Far and few in between. And yeah, that shit had me excited the whole entire time. MPC 1. Same thing with the MPC Live 2. Like, I was like, you know what? And I clowned the MPC Live 2. I was like, oh, the speaker. No, I said armrest, because we all thought it was, I thought it was armrest. And then when I saw it, I was like, wow. I can make beats portable. And when I did that shit, I made a few beats at the airport. Mind you, pandemic, everybody was like huddling around and shit, asking questions like, man, this shit. And I had, of course, the retro one with me. So that colorway was just like blowing people's mind. They're like, ooh, that shit is beautiful. And then when you light it up, it's like, damn. But A Roland MV reissue. Still have my 8000. I don't know, man. When it comes to Roland, man, they just and I love Roland as a company, by the way, guys. It was an honor, high honor to work with Roland on that the MV1, which I didn't do anything as far as beta testing or anything like that. Just I had it before everybody. I was the first person to have it. But anyways, and hopefully they'll get it together. But let's see, you're looking back like you didn't want the wife to hear you say you will buy it. Shit. If they dropped if they dropped the MPC 3000, reissued it, and just updated the storage capabilities, like, you know, a USB drive, a freaking, I mean, that was kind of the kind of what they was doing with the Renaissance. That's what they was doing with the Renaissance, but the fact that you need a computer, it's like, but I would like them to just reissue that, redo that, maybe put a USB, you know, have it to where it works with the MPCB software. But you can take your old MPC 3000 disc and bloop, put that shit in there. Dog, you know how jumping eBay would be with people just like, oh, I got a whole bunch of this, that, and the third. Like, you know how many old school producers, like all the old heads, like they will be selling like their MPC 3000 floppy disks. Like, man, dog, that brings up a whole entire new marketplace. And I'm telling you, that shit will be sold the hell out. Like, they would be sold the hell out immediately within hours. Within hours. I'm telling you. And yeah, I agree. Somewhere $1,200 to $1,400. It wouldn't even matter to a lot of the, you know what I'm saying? You talk about hardware hipster YouTube being on fire? They're like, no way. And since the 3000 is the last one that Roger Lynn worked on, them bringing back Roger Lynn just to say, yeah, you know, he's him to speak his piece, history on that. Boom, 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 boom. You know, let Andy Mack do his thing, you know what I'm saying, as far as the Beat Academy, and then letting Roger Lynn do a Beat Academy. Man, bro, are you kidding me? You know how many people people are trying to hurt employees at NAMM with the Ren. Oh, I don't know how real that is, but you know, D-Rec might know. I don't know if they was trying to hurt Akai employees, but I know people were annoyed about Akai Dan. I don't even know if he's still there or not. But yeah, you said you got tons of floppies for your SP 1200. Yeah, that was the big misstep of the S2400. It's like, damn, people at Isolate Instruments had them, you know, and I don't know if you can or not. I can't really know. I don't think they do have a floppy disk drive on it, no. But that was a big misstep. But I think for legal reasons, they wouldn't have been able to do that. Or they would probably get sued. But anyway, so enough about the 3000. Like if Akai had a reissue and stuff like that, I don't want to think people that I got an inside scoop or something like that. And they were like, no, McRee said that y'all gonna drop another y'all was gonna reissue the 3000, y'all bringing Roger Lynn back, and it was gonna have the USB on there, and it was gonna have an SD card slot and the floppy disk. Damn, I don't think it's impossible for them to get a hold of. Yeah, because I mean, the modding community, MPC stuff, like it would take, you know, a couple of resources. So, you know, 1,400, 12, yeah, bruh. So, speaking of old heads, somebody just hit me up on, two people just hit me up on IG that are pretty prominent 3000 users. I'm pretty sure they're gonna ask. But yeah, re-releasing that, man, that'd be sick. Oh my God. The SP555 with the screen to see the waveforms would be great. DJ Tyson, you are a rolling head. You are a rolling head for real. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting an SP404A. I like the Akai Renaissance. Yeah, a lot of the you know what I'm saying, the prominent old head producers, once they started playing around with it, they started liking the the Renaissance. And I think the Renaissance no, it doesn't. I thought it had a floppy disk drive, but I heard that you can well, I mean, obviously the MPC software, you can open up the 2500 files on there. I think the 2000 Excel, but anything like it's all the Newmark ones, the 2500, the 1000, the 5000. Damn it. So let's talk about this right here, if I can move it around. So yeah, it's pretty interesting history of MPCs, but the one I like the most is the 4000. Unfortunately, it's one of the hardest to come by, because people don't really like selling it because of the big screen and all that. Same thing with the 5000, but I would like to have the 4000. I wouldn't mind having the 5000. I kind of want an MPC Studio just to have it. You know what I'm saying? I want the MPC Studio to have it. Never was a fan of this, obviously, for obvious reasons or whatever. Renaissance, I played with one, of course, Organized Noise, Ray Murray, he uses the Renaissance to cook up still, I believe he has the X. Damn, what's up with him? He's asked me a whole bunch of questions. Holy crap. I think he really does believe it. USB floppy drive to the live. I think he can. No, but see, it's the thing. The thing is, it has to be able to read the file itself. You know what I'm saying? And the older MPCs, I can't remember if it's SND files format. It was a very unique format. That it's a very unique format to the MPCs. SND, I believe it's called, and it has to be able to read that. Have I tried the new SB 2400 it's called the S2400? They changed the name. No. I do. I have talked to the guy that's over there at Isolate Instruments, and they're having difficulty right now with putting it out. Like, they're having massive difficulty doing. There's a chip shortage right now. If you haven't noticed, like if you go to eBay and you try to buy, well, not now. The price has dropped. But the MPC one at a certain time period, anytime the MPCs go out now, certain people on the market, they know about certain things like chip shortages, of course. And see, the issue with a lot of the companies that there's a lot of companies that rely on chips. Akai would be one of those companies, right? And like all the machines have been selling out for a whole whatever reason, obviously people are like the new MPCs now, and the information is out there, and you can see different types of tutorials and see people cook up and all that stuff, and you see what you really like. But there's a chip shortage that has affected the S2400's ability to be made. Same thing with Akai, same thing with Native Instruments, and the industry in itself. Like there's very few music stores that have stuff inside of it because of the chip shortage. And the chip shortage, I believe, is supposed to be delayed until 2022. And Apple, I guess, just knows some people because they got money like that. And, they announced their stuff, but I would say that they probably don't have enough of their computers for like the new iMac and the new iPad, which I believe these new iMacs, even though there's no real reason to buy the new iMacs because they have the same specs as the MacBook Air M1.
Come on, hell no.
Oh my God! Why? I don't understand Apple. I don't. Because it's a big, just to kind of get off topic a little bit, because it's a big difference between like the new iPad, very impressive because you got, it's kind of like they hate the new MacBook Air M1, like they're really trying to replace their most marveled computer right now because that computer is phenomenal. Like I can run streams and all kinds of stuff, and it's just a small laptop, just very convenient. First party software is off the chain. I can't do the MPC. I can't use my MPC as a controller on it yet. Damn it. but you know, great. That ain't, and you put that form factor into the iPad, and you know, you got iPad OS, you got all, you know, the great apps and stuff like that, and now you have it with the M1 processor, so that's phenomenal, because now, what the hell is it going to stop somebody from editing 4K video on your iPad, which I mean, let's keep it real, like you have something that's portable that can shoot video very well, 4K video very good. I shoot video with my iPhone all the time. And yeah, you got that power in your hands. It makes great for making beats, obviously, you know? Yeah, that's awesome. But once you kind of put when you put those same specs inside of a desktop computer, it's not so impressive. And even at $1,700, it's not very impressive. The biggest thing that I would say that's impressive, which the iPad still does better, but you know, it's good to have a 400 nits of brightness screen retina display on the freaking iMac. And then it has a 1080p front-facing camera, which makes, you know, content creation obviously easier for somebody that might just sit around and talk or something like that, like I am doing right now. And you know, you could do all the things that you would do on the laptop. But the thing is, it's like, okay, it's like tomato at that point, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why would I just spend the $1,700 just so I can get 8 gigs at that? Not even 16 gigs. It's crazy. But yeah, I got way off topic, but yeah, that's one of the things. M33 1982 said Apple sucks. Come on, hell no. It's not. The Apple is making a very good case for themselves. Just not with that new iMac. I mean, you got the new colorway, you know, new design, it's flatter, but the overall specs, once you start breaking it down, it's like, why? Why would I get this over, you know, per se, if they drop the 14-inch MacBook Pro and it's around that same price point and it has 16 gigs at a certain price point? Yeah, like, it's like there's no freaking reason whatsoever to buy it. Apple phones are basically Samsung. Oh, the slander in the chat has gotten crazy. Apple is cold-blooded. They know people will buy it, whatever it is. I don't think they have pre-orders on it yet, but still, you know, they're supposed to drop it. What's going on, Selix Beatmaker? The new Mac colors are nice, but why is it so ugly in the front, though? Yeah, they still have that big-ass chin. And I think it's just for the not camera, but for the speakers, the down-firing speakers. So, you know, they just really couldn't get rid of it the way they want to. You know, convenience. There's probably certain components that, and also with the little chin that they have on the chin bar on the iMac, it also works as ventilation. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why they couldn't put the headphone jack that they won't put on their other devices on the very back or on the very bottom. They had to put it on the side. And dude said Dell HP gang. All right. Why? Whoa, don't do that. My Samsung S21 Ultra is the best camera phone. Oh, okay. My homie has the S21. We debated that. We took like night pictures and shit like that. He was just talking shit. It's like, dude, it's tomato. But for me, it's the apps for me. If I'm gonna mess with Apple products versus like an Android, I'm saying it's the apps for me. I love cameras. I love cameras, and I got the Pro Max because it has the best cameras out of all the Apple phones and the best software, I guess. Still not to my total liking, but yeah, it's the apps for me. But yeah, so the thing, yeah. So we talked about the 3000, hopes for like a 3000 reissue, which probably will never happen. I would hope for Roger Lynn just come on, man. Like, hey, man, Akai, they just settled the score. You know, that's my hope. That's my wishful thinking. That is my wishful freaking thinking. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do, you already know the vibes, bro. I'm about to get up on this. And it's like 1:19 right now, so almost time for me to walk the dog. So I'm gonna get on that. But I'm gonna get on these beats. But I definitely want to hear from you guys. You know, what is your favorite DAWMPC and all that sort of stuff? Oh, actually, no, shit. No. What I want to talk about is this though, because I know we was just talking earlier. We was talking about audio to digital converters. I mean, analog to digital converters and digital to analog converters, DACs. And why DAWs don't have that punch that, you know, the MPC series or even the Roland stuff and so forth. Like why these things sound different altogether in pure science form and kind of clearing the air of the 3000 sounding different than the other MPCs, because they all at a certain point they all use the same ADDAs. A lot of people don't know that, except for the 60. The 60 was different because it used 12-bit. But yeah, yeah. Let's see. All DACs are basically the same. No. Oh no, DACs. Favorite DAW, FL Studio. Favorite MPC the two. Only MPC I've ever used. Not a fair judgment. I mean, it's just about, we're not talking about like, hey, you know, what really, you know, benefits or whatever. You know, it's just, you're just talking about the generalization of what you like. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking about certain things, you know, in pure science form, you know, when people start talking the crazy stuff. But and I also want to show off like Ricky Tinez's channel because I love his channel. Even though he has like more subscribers than me, I really love his channel. And I loved his recent video. It's worth watching, guys. Trust me, it's worth watching. You should love house music for real. By the way, guys, if you don't, something's wrong with you. Especially if you like hip hop. Said Reason Studios. That's actually a really good DAW. It's a really good DAW, and it's a really good sound design tool altogether. Reason Rack is really good. Let's see. So we got this baby up here. I need to lay out some beats so that if you have any questions or anything like that, definitely we can continue the discussion and, you know, do whatever. But I definitely want to make sure that I lay out some of these beats, and some of these beats I forget. Look how many freaking beats I have. And I was supposed to have a beat pack ready like a week ago. The SB Live 2 combined with the SP303, the rarest SP, the one that they sell for like $1,000. If you have that, then you better hold on to it, or you better sell it now, because you can probably get a lot of money for it. You can probably squeeze out $2,000. I can promise you that. Not even gonna play, and not even gonna play with it. You don't think you can? Go look on reverb.com, and you'll see the trending prices for it. You can get that off. What is funky but not? MPC house music, yes. He's definitely the best on YouTube. Oh shit! I forgot about that beat. Oh, you know what? It's like a weird thingy. I don't even think that's the right, oh shit, I lost it. Oh, no, it is that. Really? No, it has to be something different. Oh, okay. Okay, I was wondering what the hell happened to that. I don't know if I want to lay that out. It's not a Celsius beat. I think it's cool. Let's see what baptism is. I don't know if I lay that out or not. Needs more narrow bass. That's what I needed. I need to freaking like hone in on my damn jungle, my drum and bass and jungle shit again. Oh yeah. I gotta go into the grid. Look how off those chops are. I like it. So I believe it's this one. Oh, well, I had to. We'll find out in a second. Nope. That was one low. Oops. There we go. I think I will lay this one out. Because I have a lot of boom bapides out there. Oh yeah, and it has that drag on it. Yeah, buddy. Save. That's not what I'm trying to do. I need sequence. Full beat. So what I'm doing is I'm about to. Some beats I use song mode, but some I don't because it feels so like production wise. It sounds so much better to do it with track mutes in certain case. It just depends. In certain cases, it just sounds so much better. 32. I need 64. So one more. I'm bored 64. right, so now I need to go into this grid here. I do not want metronome on while I record this shit. But I do like to pre-count. And let's see how many times I fuck up. I'm just gonna fill this one out though. 2, 3, 4. Oh, I fucked that one up. Okay, so undo. God damn it. 2, 3, 4. We taking this bitch back to 95, boy. What are you talking about? What? Well, I can hear a rapper on this son bitch. Bruh, if you don't know, like, track mutes are art. Like, for real. Like, practicing track mutes, and not to mention it's satisfying. Then you can just take out the bass anywhere. I should have did that in the other parts. And it's overdubbing now. And I'm done laying out the beat. Oh, you group mute your stuff, man? That's something I should do. This fool said OGC. Ain't that a bitch, boy? Busta Rhymes 1995. Oh yeah. That man said it brings him back to 1934. He said, God damn. Track mutes are, I guess that's a fair comparison, but like, I like using the clips in Ableton Live, but the truth of the matter is, the feel, you can adjust clips the way you want to where you can have them stop and stuff like that, and even legato them. It said Redman 1993, 97. Don't make me tear up in this motherfucker. But Duck Down Records, boy, you better stop. What you know about that? What you know about that, man? Timeless music. But yeah, like the fact that you have to configure your clips to trigger makes it just kind of, it's like, man, that's one extra step I don't want to do. Yes, I'm lazy. Granted. Especially if you got to push. But track mutes automatically feel good. You know what I'm saying? And then even if you mess up, you know, you start getting more ideas on how to lay out your beat and stuff like that. The only problem with that, maybe, if I was to complain about one thing, is if you use song mode. If you use song mode, then it becomes, yeah, you gotta record your track mutes per sequence, right? And that's a pain in the booty, but once you put that shit together in song mode, it just, ooh. Man, I'm telling you, dog, beats feel hit just different when you're making beats on the MPC, guys. Like, it's just for real. It feels like how music's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? In the great words of Timbaland, it's all about the feeling. All right, so I got that. I'm just gonna bounce it down now. And see, I'm already done, you know? I can just move on. And if I wanna, you know, do anything else or, you know, mix some stuff. Matter of fact, I didn't like how loud those bells are. The bells are too noticeable. So I'm gonna turn them down, program level to about 20. Well, 20, 30, negative 35 dB. I just want them just to be there, just a hint. Cause when old boy get this track, okay, cool. I got my filter on there, everything that I want it to be. What about lo-fi? Damn, that shit didn't have no lo-fi? Let's put the lo-fi on there. Oh yeah. This definitely got to be squeezed a little bit. About 12-bit, or as close as I can get to 12-bit. It's like cooking a steak. Lo-fi is the Salt Bay of beats. You can even hear how the bass kind of melts into the sample a little bit. Clip it a little bit. Just a tad bit of rectify. Now it's 1995. Now it is officially 1995 in this bitch. Yeah. Woo, good thing I remembered. Cause boy, I was like and you know what's really crazy? If you get the lo-fi right, like if you get the lo-fi right, you bring it about 12-bit, reduce the sample rate to about like 40 kilohertz. Maybe I like kind of like 30. What I do normally? About 31.3, 30 kilohertz in sample rate. And sometimes I even like mix I'll mix. No, don't do that. Sometimes I'll put the mix to like about 40, 60. And you hear how that kick just, woo, that kick just be on something, boy. Boom, let me turn that off though. That snare, shit, boy. And that is a spicy meatball. Let's see here. Go over here. I need to go into my main settings and just set my file format to MP3 and the bit rate to about 320. And well, actually, I like spitting out WAV files because WAV files they're not compressed, But man, for sake of sending it over email, I just do that, and then I just do the homework later and reprint it. Export, put it into the right folder here, Akai Beats, Baptism. Boom, and it's on its way. Oh, there you go, Con. Yo, Con, what's good? Bruh, I've been missing your ass. Dark Meta clipping sauce. Yeah, it's kind of different, man. It's different. If I was to do this beat on a computer, man, it just wouldn't clip. The clipping would not sound the same. I mean, obviously, you know, there are a few, there's one that you have to pay a lot of money for, and the clipping sounds good. I can't remember it. I did a review on a Good Hurts. Their lo-fi plugin. They also have some other low lossy plugin that sounds really good, but you know, it ain't this. So, but yeah, I mean, it's really good though. I think it's like the SP4. It's like the SP303. You know what I'm saying? It's like Marlo Diggs, which another one of my favorite. Pause. I don't even know what I said, but yeah, I'll honor that. Let's see here. Save project, save, load. No, record, export, recording, bit def. Let's see here. Audio export track, audio tail, include the program. Blah blah blah. I guess I can't. I could have sworn you could. Oh, never mind. Well, let's get out of that. Damn. Thought you could. Oh well. Let me make sure I save this shit. All right, next beat. It's gonna be a lot of boom bappities. Baptendo biased. Clipping and the Elijah character sounds incredible. Let me see. And it's like, make a track on the MPC, use that MIDI and those samples in a DAW. It's identical. It's the human that is the changing factor. I don't know. I mean, making the same type of beat, and it depends on what it is. Because I mean, I don't want to go down this rabbit hole because it's going to cause like Twitter rants and IG rants. McRee is wrong. I like entertaining it because, you know, I like to go down that rabbit hole, but man, my time is just like, I don't have the time to be all very technical like I usually do. And it's missing that thing that makes it good. Oh, and I'm clipping so damn hard. Oh shit. Oh, you know your boy be in it. Y'all know your boy be in this damn boom bap shit now. And wait till you hear that bass line, but we're gonna do a couple of things. We're gonna make this thing happen right. Ooh. Ooh. And here's the bass line right here. that down a little bit. Yo, what up, B? Nigga be, I be flipping the hell out of samples now. Y'all, some of these cats be tripping, bro. What I'm gonna start doing is short boom bap videos, short hip hop and boom bap videos. I thought he could only do trap beats. Nope, no sir. And sample selection game is on 1,000, bro. I be on some shit. And I think this is an MX6 audio sample too at that. It's not even a popular sample of some song. All right, so let's go ahead and lay this out. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and save it real quick. All right, boom, boom. 2, 3, 4. Yo, word to mother B. And I like leaving some of the accidents in there. gonna go ahead and calm down the lo-fi effect, because it's squeezing. I can hear it. I can feel it squeezing. I can hear it squeezing, rather. So let's erase it. I didn't want to lose all those dynamics, so let's start again. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go 16. There we go. I'm just gonna keep it like that. And you can see it, you know, animate the. I know one of the key things, if you're gonna, you know, lay out your beats like that, make sure that you create, like, you copy your main sequence and then make a full beat sequence once you do the copy and sequence. So what you saw me do was before I did all that, because I still have my original sequence right here. You know, I can still bring everything back. You know, just in case, you know, the artist might not like something, you want to use song mode or you want to do whatever, you know, you can lay it out both ways, you know, if you want to do all that extra work or whatever. But, you know, just make sure that you do that. Otherwise, you're going to, man, are you going to hate yourself? But either way, I'm loving myself right now. So I'm going to go ahead and MP3 this on the MPC. 320 bit rate, sample rate 44.1. I actually want to change that. Oh yeah, that's right. When you change that initially, yeah, bad things happen when you bring it into a DAW. Well, whatever. There's ways to avoid it, but most of the people won't be able to understand that concept. Uh-oh. Whoopsies. I did the wrong one because that was too fast. There we go. All right, export MP3. Let's go back, 320, export, boom bap bias, overwrite. Now this should be longer. You know the MPC, yeah, you know me. Is that your way, John Max? Is that your way of channeling your OPP? You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. Frankie P. Castle. Okay, Av, got to go. Time to make the, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Word. Dark Meta, I'm still mind blown that these companies don't take advantage of the mobile market. I mean, it depends on what part of the mobile market do you mean. Like, Akai has the iOS MPC, the iMPC. I mean, yeah. So you can put the MPC on your phone or on your iPad. But, I mean, the MPC Live is where it's a portable unit. You know what I'm saying? The MPC Live 2. And it has a speaker on it. Now, the speaker isn't the greatest thing in the world, you know, so I get that. But nonetheless, you still got a speaker, and it's loud enough to where it will get the attention of people around you. That's for sure. And it will piss some people off, too, as well. So it's not going to really, like, shake rooms. I mean, it's just a little small bar, you know, but it has room for improvement for every product. So that's why I don't ever say something is perfect. Benjay, I find it better to arrange the vocals, as we never know which line from the MCs will be the one wanting the accentual via the drum drop out, or sometimes along those lines. Well, I mean, from my experience, most rappers don't give a shit. Like, they don't give a shit. Like, they'll hear the beat and then they'll turn around and, like, if there's a drop on there that they like in a certain part of that beat, then they're gonna rock with that part harder. And then sometimes they just ignore it. They just want to get their rocks off and get their bars out, and then they'll turn around and like, oh shit, I got that part in there. That sounds perfect. You know what I mean? Again, that's one of those subjective things where it depends on the person. And then it's not like I can't do that, but it just looks so, it looks so kind of, it looks lazy as fuck for a producer or a beat maker to just have a loop going over and over and over again, and then turning around and expecting somebody to really feel it like that. I mean, if you don't believe that, then all you have to do is just go to our podcast, the Yeah I Said It podcast, where we listen to viewers' music. And I'm gonna tell you right now, like a lot of people that think that they're, you know what I'm saying, even including myself now, because one thing people need to stop misconstruing is this right here. Like, sometimes you think that your beats are better than they are, and then the worst beat the beat that you don't like, be the one that the artist likes. You know what I'm saying? And it might be the one that you just did just to be pissed off. I have purposely made a shitty beat for an artist, and then they fucking enjoyed the hell out of it. Did it make a lot of money or anything like that on the top 40? Hell no. But regardless, they paid for it. It was happy, and I was shocked because it wasn't my best work. See it. There's a new Linux mobile coming out. It's basically a full PC. You can run any OS. If the beat has a pocket already, dope intro. Also add a scratch hook before it goes to the MC. It will never look lazy. Just good to let them know dropouts and further arrangements will be done. I mean, I didn't argue that. I was just saying, like, if we're talking about like me putting in track mutes, like what was the general purpose? I am arranging it, so yeah. Anyways, it's not a disagreement. It is not even an agree to disagree, because I don't do that weak bitch shit. But I feel you. I like that sample. I just don't like the way it went on that. I probably might flip that again. That was an off night. Didn't like the drums either, though. Give the room for the artist so they can rap on it. If I can talk over it, then that means that it's on point. So Let me go ahead and lay this shit out. Let me not be lazy and get my Dilla beat. I just wanted to get a setup. I just want to get set up in Bitwig soon. Still use Reason and Ableton and outboard gear, but focus on Bitwig. I don't see the appeal on it. Google phones are absolute trash. Uh-oh. I don't even know what I stepped into. The MPC 2000 XL can now be safe, self-powered, and MPC 1000 can now be powered with a battery pack. Nah. If you want to do that, not I see. Oops. Let me go ahead and copy sequence over to here. Full beat. Full beat. There we go. Do it. And let's go ahead and doom, 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 doom. All right, 64 bars. And let's get it popping. Matter of fact, let me go ahead. No, I don't need to. Toyota Corollas are tanks, to be honest. Would you say the MPC Live is the best thus far, Av? Out of the modern day MPCs, it's kind of hard to call it. because the MPC-X serves a whole different audience in certain cases. Like it will fulfill you if you have an MPC Live or a One, but the MPC Live, the MPC-X is just the bigger of all of them. I like the Live too because it has everything that I need for making beats. And you know, if I want to just practice finger drumming, I can do that with a speaker. If I want to go just mobile, and if I forget like the actual like cable or power cable or whatever, I forget that, I at least have battery life I can deal with. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I just realized to myself right now, I don't even have this, like I don't have my power on. So imagine that, like if my power was off or something like that, I could make beats. You know, it's just a good way to make beats, bro. It's just, I think it's the best overall package, and I think that's why a lot of people are getting into the Live. And then also with this one having the retro color, I think that is much more appealing to a lot of the cats out there. And I see why people are starting to use it, you know. Thank you, Charlie Wright. I think if you're just trying to get an MPC and you don't really have 1,000 or what is it, 1,200, I think they raised the price like by $100 for each one. I guess the MPC One would suffice. The only reason why I don't use my MPC One anymore is because, hey, I really like my Live. Well, let's go right here. I'm going to go over and save it. And then I'm going to export that beat because it needs to be in my folder. So WAV file, shout outs to Andy Mac, WAV, Mr. WAV man himself. Some people say WAP, I say WAV. Dilla Day. I think I might have fucking saved the beat in the wrong folder from the other ones. Oh, did I lay out Sun? Oh yeah, that's right, because they... Of course I did. I laid that beat out, and yeah. Smack Dimit says, I love my Live One. No doubt. Like Beats by Jay Black, he still got his MPC Live, his original MPC Live. And what he did to enhance his is he bought a wooden case for it. And yeah, it looks really sexy in that wooden case. I personally love this one, you know? Love this colorway. I got a Roland TR 08. You talking about that small joint, the boutique joint? See here. I've been making beats for 20 years on the MPC and other Akai rack samplers. When I got my Live, I sold my other 2 MPCs and 3 rack samplers. The Live is dope and all that is needed. Ben J, you have some discipline, bro. Cause I still have my X. I still have I want a 4,000. Like that I want a 4,000 or the 5,000. I wouldn't mind having a 3,000 if they weren't charging like 5 to 6,000. You know, that's a little bit ridiculous. That redonkulous right there. So, you know, that's the only unfortunate thing about that. All right. I already did the For Floyd. What the fuck is Guitar Hero? I think Guitar Hero is pretty tough. I think I did that last stream. Let's see what is. Yeah, I did. And this shit just didn't want to save right. Kit to oh yeah. And this has a second sequence too, so I'll have to This one you're gonna see a little bit different process here. All right, so I don't. All right, hold on, guys. Hello? What's going on? My bad, guys. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna flip this. So I got flip 1. So let's go ahead and make a flip 2, I guess. Oh, what are you doing? Did this shit just double length? What? Uh-oh. Let me see. No? It didn't do anything. It's just doing some weird shit. Flip 2, and then that flip 2. Boom. Right. Now, doing these, I'm gonna utilize song mode on this one. So I just call this main like I normally do. Main. And we'll get to that one. And then after the main, I'm gonna call this one what? Main 2, I guess. Main 2. All right, do it. Then I'm gonna make main another main, and then I'm gonna call it intro. Get that shit popping. Intro. And I think I should have enough. I have 5 sequences now. So this main one would be what? This one? And then our main 2 will be what? 4 bars. Oh, I'm missing one. So I need one of these got to be this right here. I need main 2. Let's go over here and make a hook. Jeez. And I'm gonna make the hook 8 bars so I can save myself the time of going through all the extra shit. Did I do that right? All right, I did not. Okay, so go back into main 2 and make that into a hook. All right, do it. All right, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. All right, so that's gonna be 8 bars. So let's go ahead and record that sequence. We'll play with that. So, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna start without the, okay. 3, 4. That's my hook. All right, now back into the main here and go into intro. Let's go ahead and just do intro. Yo, Av, I live in a country where nobody wants old school hip hop beats. Would you recommend selling beats online? Is there a market anymore? Yeah, there's a huge market for. All right, so I guess his name, I can't even pronounce your name, but with the smiley face, the market for hip hop beats is probably the biggest it's ever been. Let me explain. All right, so I know if you're a hip hop beat maker, you're a sample based beat maker or whatever, there's certain things that you gotta understand. Obviously, you can't just use any sample that you want, so you can't get your stuff played on Spotify and all this other stuff. But there's plenty of royalty-free samples out there, or different companies that make samples, but they'll work with you on beat tapes. So you can put stuff on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that other stuff on streaming platforms. And you can, if you're talking about old school beats and whatever, just old school, lo-fi, all that. There's a whole ass big YouTube channel dedicated to just playing lo-fi beats. It used to be called Chill Cow. It's called Lo-Fi Girl now. Then, the market for old school beats is a little different, but there's a lot of rappers and stuff like that still do that. Like, they still rap on those type of beats. They might not be the most popular, but if you're trying to make money selling old school hip hop beats, it's that. Then you can have your own YouTube channel, cleverly understand how SEO works. So if you know that if you put like Dilla type beat or whatever, all that other crap on YouTube, and you're doing it right, you're doing YouTube right, well, guess what? You have passive income just from your videos. I have plans of doing different beat tapes and stuff like that. Not for making money per se, which I will regardless, but just to have it all, play it. Then there's plenty of YouTube channels while a lot of beat makers and all that stuff, music producers, whatever you want to call yourself, where y'all forget is that there's plenty of ways. Music exists everywhere. Commercials, so forth. Commercials, movies, video games, and all that stuff. And even on YouTube, where people need music, there's a whole ass channel where they say no copyright music and all that stuff, and they get thousands of dollars a month from providing a service to people on Twitch, because they're not going to do the copyright thing or anything like that. They ain't gonna go to jail and all that. So yeah, make good use of those ideas and continue to do what type of music that you want to do, even if it's not boom bap, even if it's trap or whatever. Just make sure that you're putting your music out there, because there's no reason not to do that, and there's no reason to have to make shitty trap beats if you don't like trap beats. If you don't like making trap beats, because trap beats are popular, which has been popular far too long anyways. And that's coming from somebody that calls himself Traptendo. I'm just saying, there's too many different ways to get your music out there. There's two people that I know, like Sarah. Was it Sarah? I can't. She subscribed to me too. I don't know if you guys know her. Sarah 2 Hill, I believe. Sarah 2 Hill has billions of streams on Spotify for her instrumentals. It's incredible. When I look at people like that, I see Sarah doing her thing, making her beats and stuff like that. Just nothing but instrumentals. She makes nothing but hip hop shit. Nothing but hip hop shit. And then there's L-Dre. L-Dre does nothing but hip hop, lo-fi beats and all that stuff. He does a really good job. TTPP 123. What's going on, brother? or sister or whatever. What's going on, my fellow entity? Yeah, so there's plenty of ways where you can get your music out there. Just don't be afraid to spend money on certain things so you can get it out there, like DistroKid. I can't preach any more about DistroKid. I just feel like people should use that if you want your music to be distributed. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever service for distribution. Yeah, Sarah the Instrumentalist. Yes, like she has billions of streams, billions. She could pretty much put out her own platinum plaque and just say, she could buy her own platinum plaque, RIAA certified, and say, I got 1 billion streams. And say, I'm not signed to a label. All right, so I'm gonna do that. So this is what I need for my intro. All right, that's enough for me for the intro. All right, going back here, main 2. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do that. So I got main 2. Let's go. Let's see what this. I guess I could do that. I'll just do something cool. All right, so let's record that in there. That's my main 2. Flip 2 will be what? Let's double left. All right. Alright, that's that. Let's see here. Flip 1 is what? What I do to flip 2 is if it's 8. Damn, I should have kept it a little bit more versatile. Well, whatever. We're doing 16 bars. This is rap bars. We doing bars. All right. 3, 4. That's cool. Flip that. I'll take that. Main here. Am I going to use the main in any source? I am. I'm going to use that. I just keep that normal. And whatever I do with that, it'll just be whatever. So now we can finally freaking move on to song mode. And yeah, let me go ahead and do that right. Okay. Okay then. Okay then. Y'all know, y'all will find out where I'm getting that from. Okay then. But y'all will get that in a little bit. Disco Kid, Distro Kid. Did I say disco? Oh, God damn it.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Did I say Disco Kid instead of Distro Kid? Probably. Yeah. Yeah, and Sarah's living comfortably. I mean, if you're just making beats for a living and you can afford to live your life the best way you can, you're living well. You don't got to be living in a big ass mansion and all this other crap. Oh, that's not even feasible in 2021. All right, so we got an intro here. Nope. Turn it off. I think what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and put a main right there. And that should be cool enough. And then I'm going to do... Boom. Start off with the flip. And shit. What do I have here? 4/4. Boop, boop. So that will be 16. One for the hook. Flip 2 right there. And then main 1, 2 right here. And then a hook. And then flip. And then I guess an intro. It's going. I hate that. I hope that it. Damn, I hate that. I hope there ain't gonna be no more than 2 rappers on it. I know that because I just dropped nothing but 2 hooks. Let's see. Yep. How many bars is that? What's it gonna tell me? All right, so let's export that. MP3, 320, save. We'll listen to it, but right now I'm just gonna save the beat. And you know what the funny part is? While I'm laying these beats out, anyone from Boston? Anyway from Boston, what's going on, Annan? What is going on? Veritas? Annan Veritas, what is good? That French house music. Did you save? No, I didn't save yet. But I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna sit here and then big up the MPC and then something happens or something happens to it and I'll be like, oh man. Germany in the building? Yes, you are. Germany is being represented by your boy, Mcree. Frankfurt, throw yourself up. Hey. From Chicago, live on the East Coast at the moment. That's what's up. Yeah, where everybody from? I definitely want to. I'm curious. Just let me know where you guys are from. You know, I want to see how many people are from different parts of the world or whatnot. And yeah. Damn, it's 2:29. Holy crap. Scotland in the building. Hey. Austria was good. Hey, Sweden. Hey. North Carolina. Hey. New Zealand was good. London, UK, what's going on? Texas, hey. Chicago, born and raised, hey. Bastard. Highland, what's going on? I see a lot of the Carolinas up in here. Hey. What's going on? Crypto Delivery say he worldwide. He on the World Wide Web. LA was good. Tulsa, Oklahoma in the house. Hey. 718 was poppin'. North Carolina. Baltimore. Durham. That's good. That's what's up. We got a healthy mix of people. Oh. One time for the Bay Area. Was good. One time for Encore. Boston. Columbus, Ohio was good. Quincy, Massachusetts was good. Manchester, England, what's going on? It sounds not bad, the layout, using song mode. I got enough room to talk. I can see that I'm not peeking out on the OBS, so that's a good thing. Hey, V-Chat. Got a lot of Cali people up in here. That's what's up. Baltimore has the best seafood ever. Damn, that's a bold statement. Another Pete Rock remix. Sounds like a Tupac type beat. Word. '94, 95. You already know. We had a whole ass argument about that, of the best hip hop era. Does the MPC Live help with mixing? I mean, as far as like my taste, personal preferences, as far as like mixing and all that other stuff, I would say this right here. I like making beats on drum machines or drum samplers better than in a DAW. Because when you bring stuff, or from my experience, just saying, and pretty much everybody else's experience, when you bring, you know, your beats from a actual drum machine into your DAW, it will sit a whole lot different than when you try to sit something on top of it. It's not to say it's impossible or whatever, but it just sits a whole lot different than you're making beats in a DAW or whatnot. So, you know, that's one of the things I can say, you know, from experience. Does it mean that it's a better experience? No, because better is subjective to whoever. But I thoroughly can notice when I play beats from here, than when somebody plays stuff from FL Studio or Ableton Live, that guess what? People ask me, and don't let me bring like the MPC to the studio. Like, they don't even want to see, most people don't even want to, even the people that make beats on the laptop will ask me like, hey, how do you do whatever on the MPC? And I can tell you right now, I've sold at least 1,000 MPCs. I'm not even playing. I could even pull up those numbers to back it up. If they weren't, never mind. But yes, I can verify that I've sold over 1,000 MPCs between the internet and just people in person. That's how, you know, the influence of this right here. Because, I mean, you don't necessarily got to throw away your DAW, because you can pull up the MPC beat software, the MPC software, plug up the MPC to it. Depends on, now, if you're on Mac, it depends if you have updated to Big Sur or you have the M1 chip laptops, then yeah, you're fucked. But we're fucked until something happens. NFTs is the future. The NFTs is the now. Let me make sure I say that beat again. See. Damn, I got so many damn. What's the meh? So what is this? What makes this beat so meh? Yeah, it's massively fast. That's the other thing. It's way faster to make beats on the MPC. People get more involved I've seen people, you know, it's kind of different. I know there's people that will jam out to a Fruity Loops laptop beat, but you know, damn, this doesn't sound mediocre right now though. I think when I made this beat, I gave up on it because it didn't fly out like when I normally make beats. Like when I normally make beats, it just be like, oh, instant groove, you know what I'm saying? And that's that, you know, I'm gonna come back to that. I know what's missing from it. I'm not gonna add much more. Okay, so why is that not playing? Oh. Oh yeah, and this has a flip on it too. Jesus Christ, that damn snare is a monster. That snare is like, oh shit. Damn, that's a mean. And see, the funny thing is, like, if I don't even trip, like going back to before I was giving the shout outs and stuff like that, like the dude that was saying like, if you make like old school beats and all that stuff and, you know, people ain't buying your beats, I wouldn't even trip about it. You know what I'm saying? Like if people just say, oh, I don't really like these beats or whatever, I'd be like, oh yeah, word. I was like, watch me work. And what I mean when I say watch me work, I will do tutorials on these beats. I will do whatever on these beats, mix these beats, different kinds of things, and earn revenue. I would say that you probably earn more revenue as a music producer, beat maker, or so forth by not putting an artist on your beat. Dead ass serious. Matter of fact, I would say that you cap your salary by selling your beats to a rapper, singer, or so forth. And it depends on how big that artist is at that time or how big that record is, which is, it's a 1 out of a million chance that you will see like massive amounts of income from that beat because you can just simply get your playlist popping, do tutorials, do whatever. And you will get more revenue for your damn instrumental. It's like that's the thing. That's the beauty of this shit right here. Of like being a musician in 2021. You don't need the whole label support and all this other crap. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you get one off, you get the song that you want, and this just in general, not even just the like old school boom bap beats or whatever. Like if you get the song off or whatever and you get that platinum plaque or Grammy or whatever your goal is, that's great. But what's better is being able to facilitate your own business with whatever you love doing. So if you know, I'm telling you, and if it wasn't the case, then you wouldn't see Timbaland on damn YouTube and Twitch, Kenny Beats on YouTube and Twitch. If it wasn't sweeter to do what I'm doing versus what, you know, any average music producer that doesn't have a whole entire anything. Dog, like I'm telling you, it's much better to be on this side. This is the winning side than it is you trying to get a placement. That's why I laugh at people that disappear on YouTube and so forth, or they try to say, oh man, well, I'm getting these records off. Because dog, I lose way more money trying to work with artists than I do working and doing live streams or whatever it is. I'm telling you. It's crazy because I'm telling you, man. Shoot, dog, and yeah, I know people that they got money. If money is that big of a deal, then yeah, why not? You better get your CDLs and drive a truck or some shit, or or try to invent a corporate business or something like that. Because I know people that are electricians and stuff like that are making way more than a lot of these rappers, and because a lot of them are my buddies. They're in the tech field and all that shit. They're making way more money than a lot of rappers are making right now. And I'm talking about some of y'all favorite freaking. I'm pretty sure since I'm doing boom bap beats, ain't none of these trappity producers in here. But you know, just in comparison, and those dudes might be driving really nice, but dog, they probably stay in a little hole, rental ass, everything, living very, very suspect. And that only lasts for like a year. Rappers, time expires real fast if they don't got a plan. And you got to have a master plan for this shit now. You can't just settle for that. What the hell is this? The vibes. I always load this up. I think it's trash. It's not trash, but I don't like it. Stimulus flow. I think that's the original stimulus flow. Damn dog is on my neck. He's killing me. Yeah, that beat's okay. I don't like that part right there. That part is gay. That part is very corny. I just want to delete that sound altogether, and I can. Oh yeah, I need to lay that beat out. Let me go ahead and lay that beat out. There's no freaking reason why I haven't laid that out, and I need that. I need that for this evening or today, and that'll be the last one I do. So let me go ahead and just do it. I was looking for that full beat. All right, and double length. 32, one more time, 64, boom. All right, now we back on that Ain't It stuff. All right, that's exactly how I'm gonna come at it. Ooh, no, right here. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And I fucked up, so I'm just gonna go back. Okay. All right, let's do that one more time. Sometimes it just ain't it. Hey. Uh-oh. Yep. Bring that shit right to Whiskey Boy just like that. Yep. Soul Agent said, Gunna will kill this. I got a funny story about that guy, but I don't think it'd be appropriate to tell it because it's so true. It will get so many people in trouble, and it'll also cause a lot of issues in the city. But either way, I kind of just put it out there, sprinkled it in the air. Av at a beat battle, 5 minutes on the MPC, shots fired. Victoria, she's responding to Khan, and he said, I already written my first single, I just don't know it yet. Dark Meta, yeah. I just judge my own stuff over time, have to listen to a few new tracks tonight a week. Anyone has Golfos? Why does that sound so familiar? Golfos. Why is that one plugin by Good Hurts? I don't know. I don't know what the hell. But R&B Garvey says it's all about feeling. Timberland. I need to make a meme out of that. Yeah, I mean, want to hear Av story time vlog. This beat is basically done. Send it out. Yeah, CB Beats production. What's up? What's going on? Oh yeah. That's what I thought. I knew you was talking about that. I don't have it though. I might have it. I don't know. Or I might have. Maybe I still have my demo joint. All right. So what I need to do is save it first, and then export it. Save it as a fucking wave. Oh no. Save it as an MP3. Save it. All right. Can you play two sequences at the same time in song mode? No. I think you have asked that question before, but the answer is no. If you want that kind of a workflow, that sounds more like a clip-based workflow, Daniel. So you might want to try out the Akai Force, unless you just really hung up on just trying to get the MPC to be the Akai Force. Or you can use the clip mode inside of the MPC, but you'll have to use audio instead of that. You know what I'm saying? Just bounce down whatever your sequence is into a WAV file, and then just play it on the clips if you want to do it that way. And then, yeah, you can have two sequences that you bounce down to audio and turn that into something that you can play in the song mode. But that's all. Av, do you sell drum kits? Yes, there's a link in the description box to my website called DJAveMcRee.net. I think I might have, but yeah, I have different videos and stuff like that for my presets and drum kits and stuff like that. But drum kits in particular, I would recommend that. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and I'm gonna switch views real quick, and I'll have this beat playing. Make sure I save it again so I don't fuck it up. All right, main. All right. I got a dog on my shoulder, guys. So you gotta relax. When y'all see it, y'all probably gonna laugh, but it's all good. I'll lo-fi it. I'll lo-fi this beat a little later. Let's see here. My website. If you go to my YouTube channel, you know, where all this stuff, if you want, all right, so this is my YouTube channel. So if you want to hear like drum kits and stuff like that, I got free drum kits for this. Lords of Funk, which is probably my most popular drum kit. I haven't done a drum kit in a year. I haven't done any presets in a year, and that was for a specific reason, because I got tired of certain things happening. But I will return to that very soon, because I'm gonna do stuff with Akai, obviously. I'm gonna do some expansions just independently, and if I get like an expansion out there, that'd be dope. But yeah, so if you want to check out some of my drum kits and stuff like that, it's on my main page on my YouTube channel. But this is my website right here. It says visit the website. For some reason, the emoticon or whatever the hell it's called isn't showing anymore for whatever reason. And yeah, this is my website right here. I haven't did any vlogs in so long because I got tired of it. And you can go over here, you can check out my store, go to the store, then you see new arrivals, which is like old arrivals. But you can go over here and go select drum kits. And then there's tons of drum kits, and there's tons of demos and stuff like that for you to listen to, and videos so you can see what you're buying before you purchase. And it's all there, good to go. And you can make that decision on your own. If I was to recommend any drum kits, if you want to do any good old-fashioned Memphis 1994, 95 good hip-hop shit, as far as like South, Lords of Funk, and I would highly recommend this right here. The $25 package, which has the samples and the drum loops and the drum kit. So don't slip on that. You need some Memphis funk vocals. They're overused, but you know, they're free. And I wasn't gonna charge for that anyways, because I actually use songs and shit like that. And you know, I will remove them if DJ Paul gets all upset. Second drum kit, if you're a hip hop head and you want some nice, reliable hip hop drums, Trap Steezy. There's also a free sampler, so you can try that. Check that out. There's also a free drum kit right here called Rainy Days. I got one full beat where I use that. I don't know what the hell my dog is doing. I'll make sure he's not doing anything crazy. What are you doing, puppy? You trying to get comfortable? I think the best deal as far as like just getting drums and stuff like that would be this $40 bundle of all my drum kits and stuff like that, or at least the lo-fi hip hop shit. You'll find that the drums will be very good. Yeah, so you know, if you want to support, listen. And yeah, I even have a $1 drum kit. This is drum kit, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's meh. It's okay. I use it seldomly, but yeah, I've used it before. And yeah, get this damn dog off me. Yeah, so I got free stuff. This kit is okay. Now I've used the crap out of it. That's the reason why I have no enthusiasm for it. Love this kit. I still use this a lot. Love this kit. I still use it a lot. And yeah, it's just slept on. And then this is the kit that TM88 made very famous. And of course, if you know my history with TM88, it's not much history, but you know, yeah. It kind of solidified people saying, oh man, well, I guess this dude does make a lot of drum kits and stuff like that. And now people have renamed and redid my shit and resold it under different names and all this other shit. This is one of the reasons why I don't make drum kits anymore. So, but yeah, I'm gonna put that to rest and just make drum kits. I'm just gonna make them MPC expansion. So, so bootleg that, bitches. But anyways, yeah. What I'm gonna do here is just wrap this thing up. I really do appreciate everybody for kicking it with me today. I gotta get ready to get to the studio. I gotta walk my dog and all this other great stuff. Oh, he's right behind me. But anyways, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all with that stamp. God bless y'all. Y'all have a good day. You already know what it is.